loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Rye and this is Rye's Reading Corner, and today I am doing another book haul. Hello, I'm Rye. If this is the first time you are seeing my face, or if you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do so. It's super easy and it really helps my channel grow. So, as you can tell by the thumbnail as well as my little introduction, I have another pretty decent sized book haul. So I have a problem with buying books. I have been thinking about some goals that I would like to do in terms of getting my existing TBR numbered down and maybe hauling less books. I'm still thinking in the process, but we'll see. But I do have some amazing books I'm really excited to share with you. Some of them I have already read. Usually I organize them by genre, but honestly today I'm just gonna grab them from my book cart. They're over here. I just kind of organized my book cart, and I'm just gonna kind of go along with it. Some of them I had acquired in a vlog, so if that's the case, I will put the vlog up in the cards above. So let's get started. Okay, so the first book I want to talk about is a book that I originally read on KU, loved it so much that I had to purchase it myself to have in my collection, and that is The Geek Who Saved Christmas by Annabeth Albert. I am sorry for the ring light. I'm filming much later than I usually do, so I have to have it on, and it's indie published. There's really like a glossy touch to it. But this is such a good book. It is an romance. We have kind of like a grumpy and sunshine character. One of our main guys is really into the holidays, and in his neighborhood, he's kind of like this head person of Christmas decorations. And then we have our other male who never decorates for Christmas, nothing like that. But his brother is going to be coming in town, and he is proposing to his girlfriend. So, and his brother, who's much younger than him, is expecting the beautiful lights on the house, just like he did when he grew up as a child. So he enlists the head lead ringer as Mr. Holiday to help him decorate and prepare. This story is so much fun. It's funny. The smut was on point for this one, but it's also cute too. So I liked that combination and that balance. It read so quickly and I had to pick this up. So this is such a good, fun holiday read that you can get free on KU. I don't know if it's still there, but it was. But again, it was so good I had to purchase it myself. I highly recommend this book. All right, the next one was a book of the month one, which I actually have already read, and that's Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I feel like everyone knows a lot about this book, especially if you're on Book Talk or anything like that. But we have our main character, Lily, who's kind of had a tough life so far. And this follows her life and her relationship with her husband as well. Definitely check out the trigger warnings going into this one. I don't want to say too much because I went in not knowing very much, and I think that made this book that much better. It's definitely be a book on the top of my 2021 books. It's definitely also one of the best books I've ever read, and I'm trying to I want to say things but not go too much into it. So it also goes into her past as well, with a boy named Atlas who she met when she was a kid, and things happen. And so some of this plot does take place through flashbacks, but it all kind of just comes back into it, and this struggle of wanting something to work in a relationship, but knowing that it's not healthy, and just kind of living the same thing that you've grown up with when it comes to what you want in relationships. But then, yeah, I just read this book. I don't know how else to say it. I'm explaining it really badly, but like I said, just read it. You need to. So it ends with us with Colleen Hoover. The next book I hauled is The Night Circus by Eric Morgenstern. So I am on a Facebook group when we did a Secret Santa, and my Secret Santa gifted me 3 books. The first one, like I said, is The Night Circus. This is a fantasy that takes place with a circus. That's all I really know. I am a little nervous about this because circusy books don't usually draw me in. I've never read one before because these don't necessarily pique my interest, but I really, really want to try Erin Morgenstern. I feel like this author's writing will pair really well with my taste. So yeah, I literally know nothing else about this, but I am super excited that this was given to me. The next one that Secret Santa gave me is In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. This book I read last Christmas. It is a really cute romance story about a group of a family and family friends that have always grown up in this cabin, and it's supposed to be their last year going. The cabin's supposed to be sold, and she's really, really bummed, and it's kind of like a Groundhog Day trope, and she's, you know, pretty much thinking about, you know, what really makes her happy, and there's a romance, and one of the side characters in here is one of my favorite side characters of all time. So I had read this as an ebook last Christmas, so I wanted this as a physical copy, so she also gave me this one. She had asked me if I minded used books, and I was like, absolutely not, but they're literally in pristine condition. So this is the other one that she had gifted me. And the last one that I was gifted through that Secret Santa is The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp. First of all, absolutely love this cover. This is a YA thriller that is sapphic, I think. I know it's queer, and that's all I need to know, and that's all I really know. It's something to do with like a girl, I think, is brought up. Her mom is maybe a con artist who targets men, which sign me up, and she's like her mother's protege, and yeah, and then she like goes back to living like not as a criminal, and then she has to take out those skills again. I don't know, I'm really excited. I've heard some pretty good things about this one, so definitely excited to dive into this one. So the next one I hauled off my lovely book cart here is The Heart Principle by Helen Hoang. So I have heard nothing but great things about this one, and I'm super, super excited to read this one. All I know is that one of the male protagonists is tattooed, and like, sign me up for that one. And yeah, I'm so excited. And I think it's like a one night stand that obviously becomes more than a one night stand. So yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I do know that this has a lot more hard-hitting topics than just your basic rom-com. So, and that's something that I really like in romance stories. I like a deeper plot line, so I feel like this is going to be a good one for me, and that's why I picked it up recently. All right, the next one I have hauled is another book of the month. This is the most recent one, and this is The Collective, No Killer Goes Unpunished by Allison Galen. So this was the November box. I have not gotten my December box yet. This looks so good. It's like mothers retaliating, I think, and yeah, and angry mothers, and they go on to kill people for revenge. So that caught my eye right off the bat, a good revenge story, and I cannot wait to read this one. I don't know anything else about it. I don't want to know anything else about it, because then that would spoil any twists and turns that might happen in that thriller. All right, so the next one off my cart is one that I got from Brie. So if you did not know, she started an Etsy store where she does blind dates with a book, and she was so generous to send me one, and it was absolutely adorable. I posted a TikTok about it. Go check it out. It's at Rise Reading Corner. She wraps it up all nicely. She gave me a bookmark and some tea, and she has all these different categories where you can like pick books, like genres from. So I believe mine was romance, and she sent me a romance book that has been on my radar. So she hit the spot with that one, and the one that she got for me was Meet Cute Club by Jack Harbin, and I'm super excited. I really don't know what this is about, but I believe it's queer. That's all I need to know. Queer romance, I am all for it, but I am really excited, and it's literally in perfect condition. It is a used book. You literally would never know. And in that package, she also did something, because she knows I really like Kristen Hanna, and she sent me Winter Garden, and it is a hardcover. So thank you so much, Brie, for these. I'm super excited to read both of these books. If you're interested in checking out her blind date with a book, I do have a discount code. It's Rise Reading 10 to get 10% off. Great gift for a bookish person in your life, or to treat yourself this holiday season. I would highly suggest you checking that out. All right, the next book I hauled, let me check my shelf, is a book from a Little Free Library, and I honestly don't know anything about this. I just saw the cover and it looked weird, and I grabbed it from the Little Free Library. So it's called The Wager by Donna Jo Napoli, but look at this cover. It has like demons and the devil, and it's demonic, and there's like fire flames. Like, Come on now, like this looked creepy and weird, and that sounds something like I would like and look at like the side. Yeah, I literally know nothing about this, like nothing. This was I saw in the free little library, and I thought it'd be a good idea to just add another book to my unread thing. But yeah, I honestly don't know anything about it. Will I even end up keeping it? I don't know. It was such an impulse. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I will not lie to you. All right, another one is another friend from a little free library, and it is Christmas in Peachtree Bluff by Chrissy Woodson Harvey. This one I grabbed when I did my Christmas bookish shopping vlog. I will again put that in the cards above. And then that's all I know about this one. Something about divorcing, and then there's a storm, and they have to shelter in place of the hurricane, and yeah. I don't really know anything about it. I honestly just picked it up. This is from like a really good little free library that is near me. I think she literally buys books pretty much and just puts them in there. She's an older lady. She used to work at Barnes & Noble, and she just loves doing this. So I always go there because the books are in pristine shape, and I always make sure I put some good ones in there as well because she does put so many good books in there. All right, the next one off here is another one that I got. I think it was from the same one. It's One Day in December by Josie Silver. It is like a mass paperback. This one is in a little not as great shape, but yeah, I don't really know anything about it. I honestly saw Christmas Romance and it was free, so I picked up, and it also is the Reese's Book Club, so I mean, must be pretty decent, so I definitely grabbed this one. You're definitely seeing a trend. I have been really in the romance mood, so a lot of the books that I've hauled are romance books. The next two books are actually books that I bought through my son's Scholastic like flyers. So if you go online, they have like not just my son's age books like pre-K, but they have them for like middle grade and YA books at discounted prices. So I grabbed two books. I did Mary Will I Die. Not great reviews on Goodreads, but like the cover is so creepy that I just love it, and it's obviously based around the game Bloody Mary. So I picked this one. I picked this one up I think in like October when I was kind of feeling some spooky mood. And the other one I hauled from that is The Midnight Dance by Nikki Katz. Again, this is I think YA because 17-year-old. She's a lead dancer. I was a dancer for many, many years. So anytime I see a dance book, it kind of stands out to me and I want to grab that. And it was like super cheap. It was like $5. So why not? Okay, so the next one is a book that I literally have not even read the first one in like this little series. And this is though I grabbed Olivia Dade's new book, All the Feels. And yeah, I have not even read the spoiler alert. It was on my TBR for November. If you did not watch TBR for my Django for December, you'll know that I had an injury in November and I literally couldn't even like hold the book. I was in so much pain all the time I couldn't even read. So I've moved it now to my December TBR. So I'm hoping to read that one obviously in December and maybe read this one in January. You know, why buy books that I haven't even read the first one with is a great question, but I did. I don't know anything about it, but I really don't want to know too much because I haven't read the first one yet. So I know that they're not like, I think they follow different couples, but still I don't want any spoilers, and get it? Spoiler alert. You know, just a little corny. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. All right, if I look at my things, the next one is 7 Dirty Secrets by Natalie Richards. This was like at Barnes & Noble when you go to like Starbucks and they have like a $5 book when you buy a drink. So obviously I had to buy it. It is a thriller. It's the same author that wrote 5 Total Strangers, which I have not read but would like to read. And it's about a girl whose 18th birthday and people are dying. So... and I'm just guessing some people have secrets. So that's all I need to know. Looked kind of creepy. All right, the next one is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This is an indie published book. She did an indie published book for this one. I know this is a grumpy sunshine, but the heroine is the grumpy one, where a lot of books it's the opposite. So I'm excited to read this one. I've heard a lot of good things, and again, the glare is picking up that indie published glossiness. So all right, let's look what else I have up here. This is like my top is like where I keep the books I want to read, so or like my TBR, so I have to go through there. So next one is The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. I'm really excited about this one. It's about 2 twin sisters. One twin sister works at a bakery and then something happens and like her senses disappears, or her smell, and obviously it's supposed to be like a baking competition, so her twin sister has to step in. This is gonna be really popular this month. It was a book of the month pick. I obviously grabbed this before book of the month since I have paperback, but I prefer my romances in paperback copy. So yeah, that's why I got this one. But yeah, I'm super excited to get to one this month. It's in my backpack from school. I think it's called The Holiday Switch. It's a YA, I believe. Another YA rom-com Christmas romance. You can tell the pattern I've been in recently. So, all right, the next one is a season of Second Chances by Jenny Bayliss. This is the author that wrote 12 Dates of Christmas, which was an okay book for me. It definitely read as a debut novel, which it was. So I'd like to give her a second chance, full of puns and, you know, today. Don't mind me. Don't unsubscribe. I promise I'm not always this corny. So this I don't know too much about, but I think it is a friends to lovers maybe. I'm not really sure, but I am excited to dive into this one and give her, you know, another see of how her second novel is. And this is on my TBR for December, so I definitely will hopefully we'll be getting to it. All right, let's see what else I have up on here. Okay, so I have a couple right here. The next one is Always in December by Emily Stone. This is a romance that takes place in a couple different places, I think. And that's all I know about it. Not gonna lie to you, I liked the cover, so I picked it up. The next one is Kristen Hanna's Comfort and Joy. This is more of a somber, what I'm getting from the back of the book, like holiday read. It talks about someone passing, and yeah, I saw Kristen Hanna and I bought it. You can't even tell I kind of have a problem. The next one is 8 Perfect Hours by Leah Lewis. This is a YA, I believe. I don't necessarily think this is a Christmassy, but it takes place more just in the winter season. I am excited to read this one. I'm not going to be totally bummed if I don't get to this one in December because, like I said, it's more just a winter-esque book, but it looks good and I think the cover is really cute, and that's kind of what initially attracted me to this book. So, all right, let's see what else I have on my bookshelf. All right, the next one is another YA, and it is Blame It on the Mistletoe by Beth Garrod. And I picked this one because it was buy one, get one 50% off. And what stood out to me is that this takes place near a town that I went to college in, literally the town right next door to me. So that's kind of what made me find this one. And then something about like a British boy and something, I don't really know. I think something about trading places again. So definitely there is a trend this Christmas or holiday season about people that trade spaces or spots. So if you would like to see a reading vlog on the books about Christmas books about swapping spots, let me know and maybe I will film it. But yeah, I didn't even notice that pattern until now. So, all right, the next one is I'm Dreaming of a Wyatt Christmas by Tiffany Schmidt. First of all, this cover is what drew it to me. It is like this mint green with like a ballet shoe. I don't know anything about it. Like, I'm not going to try and tell you that I know anything about it because I don't. It's a Christmas holiday. I think it's YA if I remember correctly. So it's a good one. All right, actually, there is one more book, and it's over on my shelf. I will be right back. Okay, I lied. I found 2 more. So the next one is The City Baker's Guide to Country Living by Louise Miller. So I really wanted to read this last winter season. Didn't get to it, but I recently obviously purchased it and got to it. People say that if you were a Gilmore Girls fan, you will love this book, and I definitely agree. So we have our main character, Olivia, who is a baker, and something happens at the current job that she is at, so she goes to stay with her best friend who kind of gets her a job in a small, very, very small town, very Gilmore-esque type thing, working as a baker at an inn. And the inn owner in this story is amazing. I absolutely love her. She's this older lady. I think she was like in her 70s, and it was amazing. So there is a subplot of a romance story, but there's a lot more to this than the actual romance, I would say. Definitely check up trigger warnings on this one. But we follow Olivia's journey, kind of coming to terms with herself, you know, going through ups and downs of life. It follows from like over a course of a year. So there are times where it's not in the winter time, but a chunk of it is a winter-esque type setting. This is just really good, heartwarming, but also gets you the feels as well. So really, really good. All right, and I think the last one, this is way more books than I thought, which is kind of scary, and that is Nick and Noelle's Christmas Playlist by Cody Hall, and this one I actually have already read. So we have Nick who has come home. He was deployed. He's coming home to, he thinks, you know, his family, his best friend who is Noelle, and his girlfriend. Well, the girlfriend not necessarily wasn't faithful when he was gone and deployed, which I don't like. Oh yeah, there is cheating in this one. So I'm not a huge fan of cheating, but I dealt with it in this one. It wasn't like, didn't kill it for me. So there is this, you know, he's kind of brokenhearted, but not everyone's really sad because they didn't like the girlfriend. But this one is Friends to Lovers, so you can kind of assume what it is. This book was, I think, like a 3-star read for me. It was fun and cute, but definitely not my favorite romance, but I think it is a fun one, a good Christmas mood one. So yeah, this is way more books than I thought I had bought in recently, which is kind of scary. But let me know down in the comments below, have you read any of these books? And what is the last book that you hauled? And yeah, definitely I am a seasoned reader because this is tons of romance. So yeah, are you a seasoned reader? Let me know. And if you made it this far, drop a Christmas tree down in the emojis or down in the comments below. So if you want to take this crazy journey with me, please make sure you press that subscribe button. If you're my friend on any of my other social media platforms, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All the information is linked down below. So stay kind, loves, and I'll see you next time. Bye!